Yeah, buddy. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Tell the Truth Podcast. We're about to hit on a couple of subjects right here, man. Talk about them 49ers. Are they in trouble?
Ooh.
Who gonna win the toilet bowl? I mean, the Sunday night game, San Francisco versus the Cowboys.
You got jokes right
Man,
now.
I got jokes like a mother sucker, man.
You got jokes.
Got jokes like a mother sucker, boy. A fight come with it. I want all the smoke, man. We're gonna talk about we got a couple more games, man. We already talked about the Bears and other game. We're gonna talk about a lot of stuff going on right now in the NFL. Hopkins might be going to Kansas City Chiefs, things along that matter, man. Who can beat the Chiefs? You know, a lot of stuff going on we're gonna talk about, man. But we're about to get onto this show and get it going as far as this week. There's something else I wanted to tell the people we're gonna talk about. I like to let people know what we're gonna talk about.
Sure.
But anyway, I'm your host, Chi-Town Neal from the Tell the Truth Podcast 23. To my left, my co-host BTB. What's that for?
Bowtie Bill.
Man, both top bills in the building, man. We down here at Maximize Your Potential North Dallas studio, man. BTB, telling people what we need, baby.
Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Don't forget about that notification button. Also, drop something in the comments section. Let us know what you're thinking and feel. Tell us what's on your mind about everything that we're saying, whether you agree or disagree, right? And don't forget to tell a family member or friend, the ones you like as well as the ones you don't like. Continue riding with us because we're going to continue driving this train.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good take on that, bow tie Bill. So I'm looking at my notes real quick and just wanted to talk to you about a couple of things, bow tie Bill. This is going to be one of our...
Tap me on the shoulder.
One we like to call one of our quickies, about a 20-minute
Sure.
show. The thing that I noticed right off the bat is 49ers can't beat KC. They pretty much own them. I think they're 5-0 or 6 straight.
0-5.
0-5, yeah.
Kyle Shanahan against Andy Reid.
Well,
Patty Mahomes.
Yeah, but what really hurt is that they got a lot of injuries. And
Yes.
I said before the season started, right off the bat, I can't remember who I picked originally. I think I picked the 49ers, and you picked the Rams. And then I announced 2 weeks ago on this show, I said, I want to change my pick. And this was back when
1-4.
the Rams were 1-4, and 49ers I think were like 2-2 at that time, something like that.
3-2.
3-2, and I said Rams won in the West, and you was like, I said I just see too many injuries, and they're not as deep as the Rams, and the Rams since then has won. They lost again, the 49ers. I mean, my boy over in Europe, the running back.
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, Ayuk is going for
Out
the
for the
season.
year. Mm-hmm.
Where's Jennings at? The other wide receiver. Where is he at?
He's good.
I know. I haven't seen him doing anything. Like, okay, and then what's the name in the hospital?
Debo, yeah. He had flu. He had a fluid in his lungs. Pneumonia. He had pneumonia.
Now they got a big game this week, and I'm gonna tell you right now, this is a huge game for 49er fan. 49er gang. I like to say 49er gang. Bang bang. Well, you guys better win this week, and because you got a big one this week with the Cowboys. And
It's a must-win game for them too.
it's must win for both teams.
Yes.
Both teams. And some people might say, you guys have been dramatic. Nah, because if I'm not mistaken, I'm looking at my phone now. I don't want to give you guys any misguided information. As far as my knowledge, San Fran already has 2 division losses already.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to Arizona, lost to the Rams. They did come back and beat Seattle in Seattle. So they got 2 division losses already.
That is correct.
Okay. Cowboys, let me see. I'm looking at it right now on that. So
They had 1 division win.
Right. What I'm looking at, though, is conference records. So the Cowboys already have 2 losses in the conference. So, I mean, now we're talking about possibly trying to get a wild card. And the 49ers already have 3 losses. So the Cowboys right now is in 10th place in the NFC. The 49ers are in 12th.
Mm-hmm.
12th.
And only 7 can go.
And only 7 can go.
Right.
And so Cowboys got 2 losses in the NFC. 49ers got 3. 49ers, you get 4 NFC losses. Usually what you have to have, because you guys are wondering, because I've already broke this down this year, you got to have at least 7 NFC wins. I mean, within your division and outside of your division, but you got to have at least 7. If you have 8 conference wins, you're looking real good. You should be getting there. So if you play 17 games minus 5, that's 12. So that means if San Fran lose this game, They have 4 losses and technically could not afford to lose another NFC game for the rest of this year.
Right.
Now, I do not think San Fran is going to lose that game. What are your thoughts as far as who you think going to win that game and just overall about San Fran in general, Bowtie Bill?
San Francisco going to win that game. Mm-hmm. They always beat the Cowboys. Just like how San Francisco cannot beat Kansas City, the Cowboys cannot beat San Francisco.
That is
Bottom
very
line.
true. That is true.
Bottom line.
Yeah, just like Green Bay for some reason can't beat San Francisco either for some reason. So that is very true. So
matchups.
It's about matchups. I do believe that they're going to actually win that game. I really do believe that. As far as 49ers, that's the number one reason is Michael Parsons going to be back? I think I asked it.
Haven't heard anything as of yet.
Okay. My thing is about the Cowboys is that I can't trust you until you can stop the run. You got to show me you can stop the run. Until then, I just can't pick the Cowboys. It's hard to pick a team that can't stop the run, and that's to me is
run the ball.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that too. They can't run. They got a lot of holes, man. I mean, they got a lot of holes. I mean, just it's
Dak and CD not on the same page.
Yeah, not on the same page. It's been a really people don't know some people do know we announce it all the time. We live down here in Dallas. I'm gonna tell you right now, the energy around the Cowboys down here in Dallas. I don't know in other cities you might still have people hooping and hollering, talking about we them boys and all that stuff. Cowboy fans down here, they ain't talk. Their chest is not poked out. You got Cowboy fans like, I just hope we don't lose by 14. You got a couple of Cowboy fans think now that they can win this Sunday with all the injuries. Last week they were like, we're gonna get our ass kicked against the 49ers. But because of so many injuries, you got a couple of Cowboy fans that I know that's a little confident, just a tad bit confident about what they think the Cowboys can do. Yeah, a little bit, but not as like it was last year,
Jerry Jones down here threatening people jobs.
Well, that was last week. Well, I was
going to say,
we joked about it on the last podcast.
That's the energy.
Well, no, I was going to say that was last week.
Yeah.
This week, it's been real quiet. That's what I was getting to.
Okay.
It's been real quiet. It's like the Cowboys are like, please don't talk about us. They're like, let's talk about the basketball season down here. Let's talk about the World Series. It's been really weird down here, So there ain't been that much Cowboy talk down here, and I'm pretty sure they like it that way. So it's been a really weird vibe down here in Dallas. The chest is knotted out. Ain't how about them Cowboys? What you think about the Cowboys? You just ain't heard nobody saying shit about them. They're like, don't even talk to us about them. We know we bad. And we're in trouble. So it's been a really weird vibe down here when it comes to the Cowboys. That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
But moving forward, though.
Sure.
Tomorrow night, I'm really interested in that Rams-Vikings game.
I got the Vikings.
Do you think the Vikings got exposed last week against Detroit?
No. That was an NFC championship game.
Okay.
In no disrespect.
Okay, I got you.
It came down to a last-minute field goal.
Okay.
Right. So no, they didn't get exposed. I mean, it was a great game. I mean, the defense played, the offense played. They both. Now Detroit is more of a complete team, but the Vikings are a very viable team. So moving for tomorrow's game, I got the Vikings.
Is Cooper Kupp playing tomorrow?
Supposed to, yes.
Oh yeah, it's on. Is it what about that little dude Kakua, whatever his little name?
Nakua Pakua.
Oh, he playing too?
I don't know about no, I don't think so.
Yeah, Rams gonna win that game.
But Cooper Kupp should be playing.
Rams gonna win that game. Yeah, I know I'm a shy guy. I don't get too much wrong. Yeah, Minnesota, they've been exposed, man. I told you that what I saw Minnesota doing, I just felt like, and I'm talking about offensive wise, not defense. I'm talking about offense. I felt like their offense didn't have a lot of longevity to it. What I mean by that is that I know my Bears do this, but Minnesota do it a lot. Minnesota is on the ball a lot. And if you pay attention to Minnesota, and I said this 2 or 3 weeks ago, you know what I'm about to say is easier said than done. You just got to hold out through that first wave, that first quarter. So that lets me know now, looking deeper at Minnesota, I feel more confident, like my early season prediction about Minnesota. Minnesota will come in last place in NFC North. Okay, all right. And I don't get a lot wrong. I don't. I don't. Yeah, their ass is coming in last, and I predicted them coming last. They will get exposed. They're doing too much. I feel like their defense, not talking about their defense, too much offense, it's too much trick and mirrors. It's not sustainable. And you know, sometimes you just got to bust a motherfucker in the mouth. Excuse my language. Because once the people know all your plays, Bowtie Bill, you know this. I know this lineup. I know, when they got a tight end here or the wide receiver, there's going to be a power sweep, crack. Okay. It's going to get to the point where I'm trying to say is the defense is going to know what the plays are. Are you good enough to execute it? Sam Darnold, worst quarterback in the NFC North, by far. Okay, by far. Oh, we're going to talk about that. Yeah, he's the worst. All right, he can't keep that up. And I'm going to explain to you what's going on with Minnesota. Minnesota's getting on the ball quick, first quarter. They usually get 10 points and somehow they get a turnover, and I don't know what Detroit was thinking. I'll start the game. I think they went for it, fake punt. If you can make it through that first wave and don't fall behind by more than 17 or more, keep it at 10 or less, you will beat them. Now, I ain't going to lie. You're going to be in a dogfight because now you spotted an NFL team, a good NFL team, 10 points. But if you do not spot them that 10 points, they can be got. Also, when it comes to Stafford, I think Stafford is such a good quarterback. I think they're going to get Stafford on one pick. But they keep doing all them on, come up, cramping the line, and then bailing out. Just be careful with this. All I'm saying is this. If they can make it through the first quarter, any team, Minnesota can be got because Minnesota gives up a lot of points second, third, and fourth quarter. And if you look up their first quarter.
It ain't too much, though.
Huh?
It ain't too much.
What you mean?
Because they have one of the best. They have one of the top 5 defenses in the league.
They do?
Yes, sir.
How many points did they give up to Detroit? 31.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They was kicking Green Bay's ass, right? And barely held on to that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that Jets game, the first 3 games, they last 3 games, people moved the ball in the second half. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
People moved the ball in, and the Jets should have beat Minnesota, but Dan Rodgers threw a pick six, and him and the wide receivers like they was not on the same page. I don't know what the hell that was, but I'm just telling you that I only know what it is. Okay, so their points differential. That's what I thought. Detroit is giving up 120 points, bro. 120.
Detroit?
No, okay, Detroit. Minnesota's giving up 107. And so in the last 2 games, they're giving up 60. Because they're giving up 30 to to Detroit. And I want to say Green Bay scored 32.
That's fine.
But
they're only giving up 107, though.
I mean, yeah, but the other teams they played. But I just think that
Pittsburgh done gave up 101. Chicago has given up 101.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota's given up 107. And then the Chargers. The Chargers have given up the least amount of points. They had 66, and they gave up 17.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 83.
Right. I know the Chargers defense definitely has been balling.
Yeah,
so
they 83. And Chicago, Pittsburgh 101, Minnesota 107.
And don't get me wrong, I do think that Minnesota has good defense. I'm questioning more of Minnesota's offense. Can they keep that up? And I don't think that they can.
They only lost 1 game.
Okay. I mean, that's good. Are you asking me my opinion? They going to lose?
On a walk-off field goal.
Okay. All right. And then Green Bay should have beat them. The Jets could have beat them, so it balances out. But guess what? That walk-off field goal was at home.
Yeah.
That was at home.
Yeah. But Detroit is a step. Would you say that Detroit is one of the top 3 teams in the league?
Oh, I mean, yeah. But you know how I feel about Detroit, though. You know how I feel about Detroit.
Okay. I'm not talking about Detroit. Right. I understand. I'm not talking about emotions. I'm talking about it from your dome.
Guru, they're a top 3 team in the league. I know when we play them, they don't have that same smoke. I don't know what it is. We match up very well with Detroit. You know how I feel about Detroit.
It's a division game.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, Green Bay, we don't play well against Green Bay. I will be not talking no smoke. When I say me, I'm talking about the Bears. But Minnesota, what did I tell you about Minnesota? I said they're going to probably beat us in Minnesota because the crowd going to be so crowd. And Caleb might play bad in Minnesota because the crowd going to be going ape shit crazy. When they come to Chicago, we're going to beat them about 7, if it possibly even more. So we're split. Detroit, I believe we're going to sweep them. People going to say, this dude know nothing. Go look at last year, please. Okay, we had no quarterback. They came to Chicago week 14, 15, fighting for the first seed, and we bust their ass by 14. And 2 weeks before that, we was beating their ass by 12 with 4 minutes left, and Justin wet the bed, and our offensive play calling was bad. And we started playing prevent defense. We was beating them basically by 12 with 4 minutes left. Goff, I think in 2 games last year, had 5 or 6. He just don't play good against us. Detroit, I'm not worried about Detroit. And I won't say that like Detroit's not good. It's not what I'm saying. It's about matchup. It's like y'all in Baltimore.
We beat them twice last year.
Pittsburgh, Baltimore.
He won MVP. And we beat them twice last year.
Baltimore know when they play Pittsburgh, it's going to be some problems. Just, you see Billy Stiller's team, it's going to be some problems. Detroit play the Bears. They know it's going to be some problems. They know what it is. They don't never admit it, but they know. They know they're not coming to Chicago doing that Dallas Cowboys shit on us, flea flickers and throwing balls to tight end and wide receivers. And no, they
seeing routes to the top.
They know. Trust me. Them motherfuckers, you trying to tell you, they won't make it out of Chicago. My boy. Win with dignity. They ain't gonna come out there flea flickers and all that old wild stuff with us. No, my boy. Anyway, so Detroit, to answer your question, yeah. But matchup-wise, they don't scare me. I just think that what Minnesota's doing offensive-wise, I don't believe it's longevity in it.
Sustainable.
I don't think it's sustainable. I think that all that hurry up and stuff like that, that's cool. They got talent, but I still say the weak link is Sam Darnold. I don't care what he look like right now. I do not care.
Okay.
I do not care. Come see me right around Thanksgiving. Give him about 5 more games, and if he's still balling by Thanksgiving, all right. But okay,
you reserve the right.
Yeah, but right now I'm not buying nothing he's selling me. Hell to the no, I'm not buying nothing that he's selling me. If you ask me, now I do know that if I'm not mistaken, in a couple of weeks, Bill, Detroit and Green Bay gonna play. Now that to me, those are the best 2 teams in our division. If you ask me, Detroit and division. In Minnesota. Now, here's a game that's a sleeper that I wanted to talk to you about. Do you really think the Philadelphia Eagles are back? Because they're playing Cincinnati Bengals this week. Do you think Philadelphia?
That's going to be a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as long as they have A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith and Saquon Barkley, they got a shot. Absolutely, man. Cincinnati does not have a good defense.
True.
And I don't know what the spread. What's the spread is on that game?
2.5. Cincinnati favorite 2.5.
And where's the game played?
Cincinnati.
Yeah, I got Philadelphia.
I got Cincinnati. Yeah. I think Philly
I got Philadelphia.
My fault. You finished with?
I know that Philadelphia is, for whatever reason, is kind of struggling on their pass defense, and you got Jamar Chase and you got T. Higgins over there, and and your boy Joe Burrow is finding his groove.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, but I still like Philadelphia. I like Philadelphia because they can suffocate the ball. They can run it.
Yeah, let me say this, man. I was going through last week, so you got picked Green Bay to win last week. I got the Houston game right by 0.5 point. The line was 2.5. You got your pick right because you just picked out flat out who's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
The big debate last week, I saw the comments. You guys were all saying that I was crazy for picking Detroit over Minnesota, and I got that right.
I picked Minnesota.
Mm-hmm. Guru status over here again. I'm just saying.
Walk-off field goal. Okay. It happened. Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm going through it right now. With the we both picked Kansas City to beat the cover against the Chiefs. So we both got that right.
Against the 49ers, right?
Yeah, and we both got the Steelers the Jets game right too. We both got the Ravens Tampa Bay game right. So I went 5-0. Both Ty Bill went 4-1.
Right.
No other show can get that many right. I'm just saying. So y'all might want to listen to it, but. If you do lose any money, we're not financially responsible. We have to say that for gambling purposes. But I'm just saying we get a lot of stuff right. Me personally, we're disagreeing all across the board this week, both Bill.
Okay,
oh my God. You got the Vikings.
Yes, tonight.
I got the Rams.
Tomorrow night. Yes.
Yeah, I got the Rams. and I'm taking the 3 points.
Right.
I got the Rams. Cincinnati, Philly.
Eagles.
I got Cincinnati. What I saw in that Philadelphia game is what they should be doing.
Running the ball.
Do I think they're going to keep that up? Nope.
Fields,
nope.
Not Fields.
Hurts
only completed 10 passes.
Oh, we ain't had a chance to really.
Yeah, we haven't broke
We
that
did an
down,
update on.
yeah.
Remember, I told you 3 weeks ago I updated Sunshine's resume, and so now I don't look at him as the same anymore.
Right. Okay, we talking about them later.
I'm gonna get Hurts 2 more weeks. I'm about to take Hurts. I'm about to take Hurts up out of there too. I've been looking at Hurts totally different lately, man. What I know about Hurst is he's good with the go ball, the 15-yard throwing the ball deep. I don't know. I don't know about Hurst. I don't know about him.
So Kelsey's not there anymore.
That's a center, but
Kelsey,
I'm just talking about reading the coverage, bro. Type deal. But I know where you're going with it. Go ahead, though.
Right, yeah, because Kelsey was there, able to, slide cover. He was there, as you called earlier, a security blanket to where he didn't have to make those calls.
But his offensive line is doing good, though. But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
but now he has to make those. Man, it makes a difference that when you have somebody out there that you rolling with, and you got somebody new out there.
But Bowtie Bill, you are right. But the pressure is not what I don't see more pressure as far as pass rush pressure. I just his decision making, his touch on the ball. I'm like, okay. I'm telling you, if he don't have both them receivers, he don't look the same. And people can say, but that's any quarterback. No, bullcrap. If you go look at Stafford, he ain't had Kakua and the other little young dude and Cooper, whatever the two guys' name is, and he's still hanging in there. He's still hanging in there. Look at Mahomes. We don't know who the hell playing wide receiver.
They got D-Hop. They just got D-Hop.
But I'm just saying, but he's still hanging in there. Hurst just don't look the same. And I understand you got to have your weapons, but it's just... Anyway, I got Cincinnati.
Okay, I got the Eagles.
The only way, remember I said this, look right in the camera, best Cincinnati. Philadelphia won't win that game, but I could be wrong about one thing. If they give Barkley the ball 25 times.
However, rushing out the backfield.
But I don't expect for them to do that. I believe the reason why they actually gave him the ball. They're going to tell you what Philadelphia is. Philadelphia need to do what Baltimore's doing with Henry. What they do with Henry, they might give him about 8 carries, 9 carries first half, and they wait till the second half when they start to get kind of tired. They make sure you get about 12 in the second half. That way he's going to bust one. They try to keep Henry kind of fresh the first half. They don't give Henry the ball a lot in the first half. That's what Baltimore's doing. Pay attention. Guru, pay attention. And in the second half, they might give him 12 because by that time, the defense is tired. They've been leaning on the offensive line, been leaning on them. And then he'll bust one, go to the back door, 50 yards.
More play action pass.
Exactly. That's what Philly need to do. And the only reason I felt like they ran Barkley so much last week was because that game was against New York. And they wanted Barkley to eat against his whole team, and the game was in New York. You got to pay attention to what's going on. They have not ground and pound like that this whole damn season.
Right.
Now, if they did do that more, there'd be a problem because Barkley is probably the second best running back in the league behind Henry. It may be the best. Some people might say, but my point is that Barkley that dude. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
He's definitely a dude. Anybody not going to say Barkley's top 3 running back. Anybody say he's not at least top 3, okay, just stop talking to that person. Just stop talking to him and just, matter of fact, block them. Make sure they ain't your friends no more. Because you keep listening to that person, they might see you down the alley. Well, with a couple of guys are gonna stick you up. Don't trust that person. Don't trust them. But anyway, so they won't continue to ground and pound like that. So I don't trust them, Bowtie Bill, to keep doing that because I don't trust their coach.
Okay.
Okay, even though he's not calling the plays no more. Sirianni, whatever his name is. How they say in Philly. They say in Philly, fucking meathead. He's a meathead. He's a meathead. That's some East Coast term with the Italian. He's a meathead. So people know what that means. It's nothing derogatory. It just means not the smartest guy. That's kind of what they mean.
Yeah.
That's what they mean by that, just in case people are wondering. So I'm not trusting that at all. And also, I do believe that Philadelphia's secondary can be got too, and you got 2 wide receivers. So I'm definitely taking Cleveland.
No, you mean Cincinnati?
Cincinnati.
Right.
This Falcons Atlanta Tampa Bay game.
I got Falcons.
You got the Falcons. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. I'm not touching that game. If I had to pick, Bowtie Bill, you would touch that game. The Falcons favored by 2.5. Game is in Tampa Bay.
Yes, because Mike Evans is out and Godwin is out.
Yeah, that's true. They're both hurt. Both
of them out for at least 3 weeks, aren't they? I know. Mike Evans out for 3 weeks. I think Godwin is out as well. I don't believe Godwin's going to play that game.
Yeah, they're out. Everything you're saying is right.
Yeah.
The problem I have is that Tampa Bay already lost to Atlanta. I think they already played it already. And if I didn't see what Atlanta did last week against Seattle, I would probably be like, I mean, what in the hell was that last week?
Seattle, I was talking to
They
somebody.
whooped their ass by 20 in Atlanta. But go ahead, Bowtie Bill. I'm sorry.
Typically, viewers and listeners, when a team from the West Coast
Yes.
come to the East Coast and play at noon, that record is normally an L,
Yeah.
right? I'm talking about just through history
Yeah.
of NFL football. For them to win by 20, we don't know what happened.
Coming from the West Coast to the East Coast, and it was a 12 o'clock Central start and a 1 o'clock Eastern time start. That's they body clocks, right? It's 9 a.m. to them. So that's crazy. And they not the fact they won, they just dominated like that. I'm like, wow. So and I'm gonna tell you this, the one team that's been known to come east, go west, to do that sometimes on the West Coast, East Coast, is Seattle. But that's back when they had Marshawn Lynch and the Legion of Booms and stuff
Legion of
like
Boom.
that. And I was like, oh, Seattle doing Seattle shit again. Like, okay, like they done went to the East Coast and just not only won, just dominated. So that was just weird. And that's I don't know, that game just caught me off guard. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't touch the game.
I got the Falcons.
Yeah, if I had to, I guess I would say Falcons. They're more healthy, and they just lost last week, so they'd probably be upset. So if I had to, I would go that route. We've already picked Steelers in New York. We both got the Steelers, man. 49ers and that's the cover. 49ers and Cowboys. Line is
49ers.
4.5. I got the 49ers. Bears, Washington, we both got the Bears. We
Bears.
talked about that on previous podcasts. So that's what we have as far as this week, as far as on the picks. What I do want to ask you, though, before we get up out of here,
D-Hop, KC.
them damn Chiefs.
7-0 and made a move to go get D-Hop. Another excellent route runner.
The AFC is over, dog. It's over, dog. I announced it last year after week 9. I announced it after week 5, 2 weeks ago on here on the show that the AFC is over. I just don't see nobody. I mean,
Josh Allen can't beat
I just
badass yellow boy.
only,
Lamar Jackson can't beat badass yellow boy.
only one I can say possibly could beat him, but the defense ain't where it need to be. Would be Burrows. That's the only one I can see beating KC. That's it. And it's because people wonder like, what? And we were talking about this last year. People, when you get to the playoff, when you play KC, it's not about the better team anymore because we all know KC most likely got the better team. For you to have a chance, though, you gotta have a quarterback that won't do anything stupid. Like, oh man, why he throw that? You cannot have any of that against Mahomes in the playoff because they're like the New England Patriots. They're not going to beat themselves. So you have to beat Kansas City. You have to beat
When it comes
them.
to the playoffs.
When it comes to the playoffs, you can get them in the regular season. Catch them on okie doke on a Thursday night, Sunday night, mash and
Drop balls.
Yeah,
and-
drop ball.
Yeah.
Playoff wants them boys to lock in. Okay, so out of all the quarterbacks besides him, Mahomes, there's only one I can trust will go in there, go tick for tack, not do anything stupid. And that is Joe Burrows. I used to say Burrows and Sunshine, but updated Sunshine's resume 3 weeks ago. I said, nope, done with Sunshine. I don't know what's going on with that kid. So, Burrows. And so, since now he's 1-2 in a row, they started to get some of their defensive tackles back. So it's going to be very interesting if Cincinnati slide their behind up in there, but I just don't see anybody else. Bowtie Bill, what were your thoughts, man? You've heard about Hopkins coming to Kansas City, man.
Bro, that just solidified everything.
Yeah.
I said it before the season started.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to win back to back to back.
I mean, the only team I could see possibly beating them, would be America's team, the Chicago Bears. You're damn right. My Bears ain't beating them. Well, no, I ain't even thought
Listen,
about the NFC. We just talked about the AFC. I have to see who they wind up playing in the Super Bowl.
Listen, man.
What's up?
Now you know they won 12 games in a row.
KC.
Going back to last year.
I can believe that, yeah. Shit surrounded by Kansas City, man. I mean,
They done won 12 games. They haven't lost a game since December.
yeah, we don't need to talk about Kansas City that much on here because we don't want people to get bored with the show. Me and Bowtie Bill announced last year in December, before they even won the Super Bowl, that Mahomes is already both of our GOATs. So we had that debate during the offseason. How is Mahomes better than Tom Brady already? I know people are like, what? Oh, y'all need to talk about that now. We've been talking long enough. We want the show to go too long. But yeah, what you guys need to realize is that for you kids that's too young to remember, you're looking at the Michael Jordan of football right now. That's all you need to know. Somehow, some way, the kid gonna win. And until I see the kid don't play good in the playoff, when the kid is been the 6 straight AFC championship games, 4 Super Bowls out of the 6 years he started, dog, he just it's a little meme that these kids play with Snoop Dogg. I mean, I wish I had that meme, and the meme goes, he just don't miss. You know what I'm saying? No, he just man. So I think that there's only one guy that got him. That was Burrows got him one time in Kansas City, went to the Super Bowl, and they lost to the Rams. It would be Burrows. So like I said, I just don't see too many teams that can actually beat him in the AFC. And just the job that they're doing, no Pachinko, no Rice. I mean, just Andy Reid is a hell of a coach. So I think you're looking at probably the best coach of all time. And you're looking at the best quarterback of all time. So, I mean, the man only had like 120-something yards last week.
157.
And still won.
It's 28-12.
I mean,
that defense is off the charts.
The defense is off the chart too.
Ain't allowing no more than 20, 21, 24 points.
Nah, the defense is off the charts, man. I do want to say this before we get out of here.
Right.
I got to hit you with a curveball. You didn't know this was coming on.
Okay.
I'm about to hit you with. Okay. Is the New York Jets season over?
Yes. Absolutely, bro. As a matter of fact, specifically, if they lose to the Patriots. They got the Patriots this week.
Nah, they'll beat the Patriots. They'll beat the Patriots, man.
Mm-hmm.
He said, you don't know. Mm-hmm. He said, you don't know. Mm-hmm. What I will say is this, that my biggest fear is what I saw last week. Remember, I said this. I said that I felt like Amari Cooper's a better fit with Buffalo than Adams is in the Jets. Right. The reason what I was worried about is that they're going to try to pass the ball too much. And they did. They don't give the ball to Hall enough. They don't give the ball to Allen enough. I mean, they got good running backs in New York, and I just felt like they're going to pass the ball even more, which they did, and they don't run the ball enough. And their best pass of the night was when Aaron Rodgers did a little dump-off pass to Hall, and he took it for 40 yards. That was actually their best pass play of the night, so that says a lot. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
The momentum was 15-6. They was winning, and the boy threw a pass, hit a Wilson shoulder pass, and after that just changed the whole day. The Steelers turned it up on the man, and it just got bad, man. It just got bad. So I do think that if you want to save your season, Jets fans, if you want to save your season, run the ball more. Mm-hmm. Actually take the ball out of Aaron Rodgers' hands.
Yes.
Believe it or not. I think Aaron Rodgers shouldn't be throwing the ball no more than 30 times a game. That's ground and pound, man. You got 2 good serviceable running back.
A 2-headed monster.
Yeah, a 2-headed monster, and you guys, I think, this passing way too much.
Right.
Way too much. Get quick 3 and out, then defense back out on the field, and they're getting tired. I mean, your defense is much better than what it's been showing lately, but a lot of times, them 3 and outs make a defense get tired very fast. So.
Right.
Anyway, Bowtie Bill, you got any last comments on what I just said about that?
No, man. Everybody's doing great, man. You know what I mean? Should we, getting with these boogers, getting with these prize picks, and the underdogs of the world, and just making it happen.
Yeah, our picks for the week. We always do this show every week. Our picks for the weeks, man. We about to get out of here. Bowtie Bill, tell the people what we need, baby.
Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Don't forget about the notification button. Thank you for everything that you're doing, right? Tell a family member as well as a friend, the ones you like as well as the ones you don't like. Continue riding with us, and we're going to continue driving this. And also drop something in the comment section, right? Tell us what you think. Tell us about, how you feel about what we say. Hey, come one, come all. We love it all. Thanks, fam.
All right, appreciate that bow tie, Bill, man. Want to tell everybody, thank you for watching the show, man. Tell the Truth Podcast 23, man. I'm your host, Chi-Town Neal. Here's my co-host to my left, my boy.
Bowtie Bill.
Man, thank you for watching the Tell the Truth Podcast 23, my brother. See you guys next week. Peace.
Hook 'em.